Hello everyone, welcome to Bella's Crochet Gifts. I'm Bella. Alright, so today I have another episode in my dyeing adventure. It is episode number 9 and I'm super excited to show you what I did. So I have done, these were all dyed with the Tulip tie-dye liquids, like the little bottles you add water to and it's good to go. So these were all dyed with that, and I have some successes and some that were kind of like, ee. Okay, so the first one is probably my very favorite out of the whole bunch that I did. So here we go. So it was supposed to be autumn colors, and everyone keeps telling me it looks like summer, which maybe like a summer sunset, which I can see, but I was like, that wasn't quite what I was going for, but this one is my favorite. All right, here, I'll show you individually. So I tried a different approach. What I did was I did the tie-dye spraying, like the little bottles, and then I steam set them. And honestly, it did not work as well as just letting them sit for 24 hours by themselves. So I will probably be doing another another experiment and be doing something different. But here we go. So this is the Tulip tie-dye in red, orange, and yellow. And the yellow actually looks rather lemony. Like when I first put it on, it almost looked neon. I was just like, whoa, that's very bright. So what I did was I sprinkled just a little bit of my Jacquard dye in the color, I believe it was rust orange. So I just did a very small speckling of it to break up all the yellow, and I really like how that turned out. I think this got pushed up against the orange, you know, because I lay them out in the pan and then I try and do it as best I can without cross-contaminating, but some of them did get a little close while I was spraying, but I just think it turned out so neat, and I am really happy with how everything worked out. So this was my first one, and my second one, that colorway. All right. So let me know if you see summer sunset or very bright autumn leaves. Very bright. Very, very bright. And then some of the speckles. These ones were a little, like very one spot. Like I tried to kind of go like this, like, because I put it in a cup and kind of shook it a little bit. Well, most of it fell out right there, but that's okay. So I love this colorway, probably the best out of the ones that I did this time. My second one was this colorway. Here we go. Oops, come here. So there we go. So this one was using orange, black, red, and the color wine. So this was my first time using the wine. Actually, this was my first time using all of these except for black. And like I said, this method definitely washed things out quite a bit. Oh, I must have had some orange. I was like, what is that? It kind of looks brown. That must have been how some of the orange got put next to it. So we got some orange and black. This color, this berry color, is supposed to be wine, and it was very red before. Like, I'll put in a picture of how red it was supposed to be. Yeah, that's different. It washed out a ton of dye when I rinsed it. There's the red, and then here's the orange. So, very cool. I like how this one turned out as well. Here we go. This black got really washed out. Look at that. Do you remember how much blacker it was with the teal, or the, was it turquoise? Turquoise. I kept forgetting, because I had two bottles. One was teal and then the other one was turquoise. So, all right, let's see. Here we go. So there's the red and the orange and wine. There's the black and the berry, wine. There's the red in the middle. But look how much the black lost its color. I mean, that was a lot. I'm definitely going to let them sit overnight so that hopefully the colors will be much more rich and saturated. I mean, it's cool how it looks, but that is not what I was going for. That seems to be the story of my dyeing adventure, isn't it? Okay, so when I did this one, I was getting total Beetlejuice vibes, and I will put up a picture afterwards so you can see what I mean. But now I'm getting spring flowers vibes. So this was the color lime green and violet. So here we go. Like, we did get some really good colors, like right in here, but we also got some very light colors right in here. Okay, here we go. Need to floof this one a little bit. There we go. So very, very, very bright. I was worried that you weren't going to be able to see any green because of how much the purple took over. So I was a little worried about that. Oh, I got some fiber. There we go. So that was the first one. And let me put in, that's what it was supposed to look like. Or that's what it looked like before I rinsed it or steamed it and rinsed it. So a little bit different. Okay, and here's this one. Like, we definitely got some good shots of color, but like, it was that rich with all of it, and I was just like, oh, so much came out when I washed it. All right, here we go. Oh, and this part is very light. Look at that. Very light again. And the green, just a lot of it disappeared. There's some good green. A little bit of green. So, yes, lesson learned. Figured that out. I do not have all the skeins that I dyed. I sent 2 of them to my very good friend Bridget. She is doing some hand spinning or spinning wheel spinning. You know what I mean. She's doing some spinning for me. Oh, there you are. And I thought it would be nice, since I felt like it was an extremely perfect colorway for her, because she loves pink. So it was pretty much this color, but with a little bit of specklings of this hot pinkish violet, quote unquote violet. I did some sprinklings of that because I was finishing off the bottle, because there was only just a little bit left. So I did one like this, and this is supposed to be the wine color. If you remember, it was supposed to look like that. Yeah, we lost a lot of color. But anyway, so it looked exactly like this, but with a few of those kind of speckles in it. This is extremely berry colored now. Very, very different. So here we go. And this is supposed to be black, if you remember. That's supposed to be black. Oh dear. You can't win them all. But these are extremely pretty, and I do like the colors. I just wanted them darker. But that's okay. So here we go. Some really good colors. All right, so there's that one, and then this one. Very, very light in spots. Like just the amount of like darker to very light, almost white pink. Yeah. Was not expecting that. But we live and learn, right? Here we go. Okay, and lastly, we have my yarn mop. So this cleaned every single, after I was done with every single colorway, I used this mop to clean up. And then I had leftover yellow, I had leftover wine, and I had leftover black. So this is a culmination of all the yarn, or all the colors before, plus those 3. I think it turned out pretty neat, to be honest. I didn't know how I was gonna like the yellow mixed in, but I think it looked pretty interesting, like visually appealing, even though I wasn't sure it was gonna work at all. Okay. So that was all of them, and I will put up pictures here and here of them all hanged up, the ones that I had, and then let you look at those for just a sec, and then I will put up a big one of how it looks when they were all stretched out next to each other. So what do you think? Do you have a favorite? Do you see autumn leaves or summer sunsets, or do you see Beetlejuice, or do you see flowers? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know what you think, and if you have a favorite or any suggestions for dyeing combinations, I am all ears. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day or night or whatever it is. I hope it's wonderful.